Hi y'all! Welcome back to our Christmas countdown with Darren. Today is day 10 and yesterday Darren went inside and saw his grandpa sitting by the fire with some hot cocoa. So he decides to grab his own hot cocoa and enjoy it with his grandpa. So let's grab our crayons, more markers, and let's color. So we'll start out with Darren this time. So we'll start out with the base color. And I think I said it last time, but fires just kind of give off nice warm coziness. So we're gonna try to make this a nice warm, comfy place to hang out for Darren and his grandpa, this living room, to enjoy the cocoa. And maybe they're telling stories or talking about their favorite books or even about school. So there's Darren. It's kind of blocked in, and we'll go ahead and use this color for his the ends of his leg. Alright. And then we'll add a little bit of a shadow. Like so. And I don't know about you, but growing up, we didn't have a nice fireplace like Darren has, but we did have a wood-burning stove. Now they're just a little bit different. The wood-burning stove, you just kind of put the wood in, you close the door, you can't see the flames or anything like that. It's not very nice to sit by as far as aesthetically. But it did give us warmth, which I'm very thankful for. And every year, Dad and my Uncle Kim would cut firewood, and thus me and my sister and Mom would always have to stack it up in the garage for all winter. So that's my experiences with fireplaces. I would love to have a nice fireplace with the mantle. I just think they're pretty and cozy. And yeah. So, I remember my mom, sometimes when she was starting the fire in the morning, she would take some marshmallows and she would roast them over the coals that were left over from the night before. And that was a treat. You get marshmallows in the morning every once in a while. It wasn't every day. But it was fun. All right, so there's Darren and Grandpa. Just a little bit of a shadow by the chair here for Grandpa. Maybe we'll go back into that, a shadow over by Darren's chair too. Just a little more. There we go. All right. So, yeah, we're going to Try to pick out colors. Maybe we'll add a little bit of warmth, just a little glow from the fire. Not a whole lot, but just a little. Creating a nice, cozy little area. And in the last page, let's see, we had the teal cup with the red for the hot cocoa. So I don't think they would have switched cups between pages, so they're just going to have matching cups and be twins. Now, you can drop a comment below about any traditions that you have. Your parents tell you bedtime stories, or your grandparents when you spent the night with your grandparents. What kind of stories did you tell? One of my cousins, she was a very good storyteller. She's an English teacher now. But she told awesome stories growing up. And actually her dad told awesome, they weren't made up stories, they were just stories about his childhood growing up. He had some really funny stories about when he was growing up. And my mama too, all my aunts and uncles have actually really cool stories about growing up because they grew up on a farm. They had all sorts of animals and everything like that. So you can drop your favorite stories that you've heard below. Just thinking about Darren kind of think about what he would be feeling, being with his grandpa, hearing maybe some growing up stories from his grandpa. Or maybe his grandpa likes to make up stories right on the spot. It's just a good time sitting by the fire drinking some hot cocoa. Makes for a pretty nice and comfy coloring page that we're doing. There. All right, let's do the fire next. And the fire is always a little more red towards the outside and a little more orange in the middle. So that's what we're going to attempt to do here. Try to blend all of these colors together. Now, if you're having a good time following along with us, which I hope you are, feel free to like and share. And if you just are starting to join us, feel free to jump right in. Or you can go back and watch the other videos as well. One of the awesome thing about Christmas is the traditions. So maybe this is one of Darren's traditions, is always sitting by the fireplace with his grandpa right before Christmas, sharing some stories. Or maybe they play games sometimes too. You know, play some cards in front of the fire. There we go, that's looking pretty good. And so let's take, let me see what this color looks like here. That's a little too purpley. It's a little too purpley. So we'll just stick with this red here. And we'll just go lightly. So we'll add some dark to it. To make it just a little bit darker than the rest of the flames. Alright, there we go. As you can see, it's pretty light, so we'll go back in. We'll use black. And we'll just go lightly with that as well. Kind of like that. Then I think we'll go back in and add just a little more of the red with it. So you get the red, the dark red. Okay. We are creating our nice warm cozy fireplace. I like so. I think the next thing we'll color, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this some brick. So we'll color this red, and then we'll add our brick pattern with some black. This is kind of an orangey red. That I'm using. And now we'll go back in to add our bricks. If you'd have any Christmas traditions that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear them. Christmas stories are always fun. Maybe you hang your stockings up by the fire on Christmas Eve or something like that. It's just important to really celebrate Christmas and what it actually means, not, oh, it is exciting. I think we do need to have those traditions. just kind of fold everything together. You can get passed on and passed on and passed on. So, right, we're going to move on to, you moved on to the chairs already as I was talking. So we'll keep those gray like in the last video. You can make your chairs whatever color you want, or maybe you want to add a pattern to them. Kind of like what we did with the brick or with the cups. It's the beauty of coloring. You don't always have to stay inside the lines. Sometimes you can add to the lines. We're getting close to done with Grandpa's chair. And then we'll move on to Darren's. And I am using the side of my crayons. I think I've said this about every video, but when you have large areas, it's best to use the side of your crayon so you can cover larger areas a little bit quicker. We'll add just a hint from the fire. We'll call that done. And we'll move over here to Darren's chair. I do hope you are enjoying these Let's Color videos. And if you are, and would like us to do another series when we're done with this one, drop a comment below. We have plenty of other coloring books that we can go through. We love to hear from you about what you want as far as content-wise. So you can drop that in the comments below, or if you have any questions, might not be answered live, but we will definitely reply to them when we see them. And we are getting close to done with Darren's chair too. Bigger areas seem to go pretty quick usually, if you keep it simple. And we'll go back in and add just a little bit of the yellow from the fireplace. I think we'll call that good. And we'll move on to the floor. Just keep it light like usual, so that it's easier to blend colors if we want to, and you can always go back and add more later. And just add our floorboards. Like so. We'll add the glow from our fire down here too. There we go. All right. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, Mary is right here. So you can drop a comment if you figure that out. Before I said anything, I guess you have a pretty good idea of what is going to happen next. But as we wrap up here with this section of wall, I do hope, once again, I hope you're having fun and enjoying the process of coloring. I hope you like and share the video because that helps us out. And that means that you actually do like it, what we're doing. So, yeah, let us know. So all of the walls have been light blue, so we're sticking with that. And then we're adding our gray. And we'll just finish this page up on day 10. All right. Day 10 is in the books. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll join us tomorrow.